clear here. I kind of drew over it weird, but okay. Another thing about what's really nice about the eyes is they're so huge. I mean, they literally take up almost a third of the face. Well, not exactly a third, but you can have fun with it. You can have. You want to show? Hold on a second. You can literally get all these subtle expressions with very few lines. Okay. For example, okay, like for example, this could be, I'm a little bit annoyed at you, okay? Your eyes are half white, half open, okay? This, let's see. Well, trying to think what would be a good way. Yeah, this could be like, are you serious? We've all seen this one before. Sorry. Now we've all seen this before. And if you want to make a character look more surprised, usually you saw how big the eyeballs are. You shrink the eyeballs to make it very small, to make it your pupils. Okay, like that thing. Okay. Now you're probably noticing also that the mouth, the mouth is very small. You can kind of very simplify these lines. Sometimes they're like wide across. Sometimes they go like this. They kind of like pucker up, like kind of show that you're kind of not so happy. This to kind of show that you're kind of like surprised. Your mouth is wide open. Very, very simple lines like that. And you've noticed that the nose pretty much stays the same. The nose really doesn't change that much in manga, unless you're drawing something realistically. Okay, the nose, back in the Edo periods where you had the woodblock paintings, the Japanese, you've probably seen these before. There would be Japanese woodblock paintings of beautiful women. They kind of look like this. I'm going to butcher this. Okay. They have like the things under the long faces, and they have the big noses, and I butchered it. But they don't have in manga. They don't have, the noses are very, very small. So. Thank you. Okay, so there's a terminology called chibi, which literally means, what can I say, squirt? What was that?
Super deformed.
Super deformed. Super deformed. That's a meaning for it because of the proportions are so are erratic. The human head is, normally speaking, is 7.5 heads tall. For comics, Marvel comics is 8 heads tall. Okay, yeah.
No, there's some examples right there.
Oh, yeah. Boy, this is great. Okay.
Did you all see that?
This is not 7.5 heads tall, okay? If it is, kind of scared seeing there's something walking around down the road here. But basically, chibi is to show that something that is approximately 2.5 to 3 heads tall, okay? So, for those of you who are not familiar with what I mean by heads tall, I'm talking about, for example, if this is the head, now I'm going to be drawing a little bit more representational. Okay. This could be a hit or miss. We'll see how I do. Okay. From here, this is supposed to be from the chin down. From the head, top of the head to the chin. You're supposed to count 7.5 heads. Okay, so like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I don't know how to do. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.25. Missed off. Okay. So, but you get the idea. Okay. So, but chibi, you're talking about decreasing the proportions to 4. 3.5. Oh my goodness. This is even 2.75. Okay, so what has to happen is, it's obviously going to look really, really awkward if you're going to see a person with the same realistic head on a very, very 2.5 head tall. It will look a little bit weird. So what they'll do is they'll exaggerate the shapes even further. Remember how I was saying about the geometric shapes being exaggerated? It's the same thing. Okay, this is the size of the head. I'm going to draw it very lightly here because I need to show how the proportions are affected. You guys, I just wanted to make sure if you guys have any questions. This is basically just sketching out the rib cage. This is the torso, the stomach, the hips, hip structure. If you guys have any questions, I can go back over and explain a little bit more how it's drawn or structured. One of the things that Tezuka Osamu struggled with as he grew older, he found that he couldn't draw the big shapes anymore. He struggled to draw the simple geometric shapes, and he said in a documentary interview, as soon as that happened, he said that, oh, I'm finished, because Astro Boy and everything was based on those big, simple shapes, and once he realized that he had problems drawing that, he just got really depressed, and he found out that it's like, oh my goodness, that's it, my career is over with. But it turns out that he pretty much persevered through those obstacles. Anyway, so. Okay, so let's see. 1, 2. Alright, so that's pretty much the same proportions as this little kid right here, right? Okay. Alright, so, where's the nose? Can't see it, right? Oh, very little. So, here's a trick for those of you who are interested in drawing chibi, and for you too. Drawing chibi is probably the best way to start out. What I really recommend is if you're starting out with manga, if you want to, the first thing I would do is try drawing yourself as a manga character. Okay? Specifically, try drawing yourself as a manga chibi character. Why? Because it's you don't have to mess around with measuring 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't have to